Hello. Happy Halloween. Well, it's the end of October. Um, so I've just been noticing lately that a lot of personal stuff that comes up for all of us, um, whether it's big or small, if you're having problems with other people, um, these kind of things are coming up not just because they're in our personal field. They're in our personal field, they're coming up to conscious awareness so that we could transcend them, so that we can move through them, let go of them, be through them. But what I just wanted to remind us all that we also hold all of these things coming up right now. And there's a lot of strife right now in the world, a lot of difference of opinion. And it's a collective thing. So, you're going through your week and all of a sudden you're hit by a wave of grief or anger and you don't know where it's coming from. Or you're having problems with a friend that you've known for 20 years, or, you're having problems at work or whatever it is. Just know that it's come up for you to deal with on your own personal level, but it's also part of the collective consciousness that we hold. And so anytime that you're able to rise above whatever's coming up, to actually deal with it, not push it away, this is great for the entire civilization because we're clearing all of the old crap out of our systems, out of the inequities and the hurts that need to be healed. So wherever you are, however wronged you feel you are, there's nothing, wrong with that, but just realize that you have a choice, regardless of your situation, regardless of how hurt or wronged you feel, to make a choice to agree to disagree, let's say, on a smaller scale, and look at the bigger picture and still see other people as being beautiful human beings with wonderful hearts, maybe different opinions. But just try to see the bigger picture so that you can rise above and transcend your differences of opinion and continue to love and support one another. This is how we're going to get through this. This is how we're going to ascend. This is how we're going to evolve, any way you want to look at it. And it doesn't mean you have to be put up with any kind of abuse or anything like that, but it's a path of forgiveness through allowing that we are all different, and that you take steps to keep yourself well. But other than that, can you just let it go? What would it cost you to just let it go and love anyways? And this is a practice that I've been working on, and it's quite amazing what it opens up, what possibilities open up, what kind of forgiveness levels open up when we can make this choice to disagree but love anyways. So that's kind of what I'm leaving this October month with. And I don't know if that resonates with you, but going forward, I'm going to see how that's going to manifest for November. So we'll get on to what we came here to do, the creation of our reality together. So if you can find a place for about 30 minutes to sit or lie down with your eyes closed, not be disturbed, that would be great. So go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. So take the breath of life in. And when we exhale, I want you to just let go of everything. All your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. You don't need them for the next half hour, I promise. And for the next breath, I want you to fill up as full as you can, starting with your lower belly, Then your upper abdomen, and expanding out the lower rib cage into the back. Just really fill up. And this time when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And with the next breath, use our visualization to help us. Breathe light directly into your heart and then exhale light directly from your heart. Good. Now we're going to move to the body. Give it our attention. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are the most loyal, amazing servants and friends we could have, always wanting to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. And now if you could feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet, allowing the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we move to the ankles, the shins, the calves, and knees, and everything relaxes. Every body part or area that we touch upon, we can just allow to revert back to its natural perfection blueprint, its original blueprint of perfection. There's no pain, no inflammation. Everything's working perfectly and efficiently. We move to the upper legs, the buttocks, the hips, the pelvic area, and everything loosens. And then into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position, arms, forearms, hands and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we bring our attention to the skin of our scalp. And this is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to just release anything you feel there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. We move down into the jaw and allow it to unhinge. Open up, receive the breath of life. Then we feel all of our facial muscles melt into this pool of perfect relaxation. And up to the eyelids, and see if you can't get them to soften a few extra degrees. We move inwards and ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a virtual seat on the couch right now and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. Now we're going to deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. So we'd like to slow them down, let them go, observe them, watch them. And we're going to ask the elements to help us do this. We'll start with the element of fire, and you can see the sun is the element of fire. Fire is a wonderful element for helping us with this, as it naturally burns up anything that's no longer needed. purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And we'll ask the element of water, beautiful element as well for this, as it naturally retains memory. And so you can see yourself maybe standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against you. And allow that flow to pull away anything that no longer serves you, any old negative patterns, any trauma. And you can observe and watch as it floats downstream away from you. Then we bring in the element of air. So you're feeling the wind or the breeze against your skin. And its specialty is pulling away our stories. All of our stories, all that we think we know or believe, our egos, leaving behind nothing but the shining truth. And then we turn to the element of earth for its magnetic properties to pull towards it and stick to it any baggage or heaviness that we still feel, we'd like to let go of. We just trust the earth to transform this energy into higher vibrational frequencies so that maybe a seed can be reborn into a new plant, some new life. Now, when we're normally with our thoughts, they can kind of kidnap us and take us away on these wild rides, different tangents. So what I'd like you to do, this happens to all of us, this is quite normal. What I want you to do as often as you can, as soon as you realize that you're carried away on a journey with it, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment, what you're doing, back to your breath. Sometimes it's just the practice of gently, continually bringing yourself back. And then soon enough, we realize that we're not being dragged away as often. We can stay in this beautiful present moment. Now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally, so feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as you touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you're gliding down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I'd like you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP, backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine, inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now and experience, instead of our physical bodies that we're quite used to, our energetic or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're floating there, kind of existing like a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't need to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We're all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all part of the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. And it's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracle, and incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to jump on here today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So right now, I'd like you to go ahead and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now, completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body's balanced, your mental body's full of clarity, and your energetic body's filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. Allow it in. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being, my DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to expand it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces as well. And then stretch it out to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending the energy outwards. And now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this earth for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has natural, ample, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us was seeded with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we also each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all of our good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the whole world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together. Inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. I want you to see all this as already happened. It is done, it has happened, so say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's focus on celebrating this wonderful existence together. In song, in music, in dancing, in playing, in laughing. You can see us all at a huge outdoor music festival, rejoicing together. All the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wondrous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the lower, heavier energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment, it all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off our shoulders into the atmosphere to be transformed into a higher vibrational resonance that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. And sense all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere seems so smooth. It's just so easy to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out with your family, having a picnic, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, you're out for a walk in the forest with your dog, enjoying the serenity, you're out having a laugh with your buddies, maybe you're creating something beautiful in the kitchen for supper, or something new at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'd like you to just stop in your shoes right now and look at all the beauty around you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. And now I'd like to just connect with some gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this incredible existence. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light, healing, energy, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I want you to take this entire beautiful reality that you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in this heart area, solar plexus, the dantian. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy ball. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that energy with the world. Here we go. Build it up and let it go. Send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light, love, and healing and energy. Good job. You can just feel all the concentric rings of energy circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing the planet in peace and love and prosperity. And now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper now. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too, really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being anytime with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on a moment's demand, bring it back at any time, all the time. Eventually, we won't have to put any effort into it anymore. We just become natural walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitudes, actually. So thank you. Thank you, thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And if you've been doing these intentions with me for a bit and you're used to creating your entire reality, try the single conscious breaths of intention as often as you can in your day. Anytime you get a few extra seconds, you're brushing your teeth, you're cooking supper, you're waiting in line for something just before you go to bed. And play with it and just notice over the next few weeks. It's a bit of a challenge. My challenge to you is to just play with it and see what kind of shifts might be occurring in your life because you're embodying this practice. And feel free to let me know on the comment section of the Empowered Intention page. If there are any questions or anything you want to share, beautiful thing to share our experiences. So encourage that wholeheartedly. Okay, so thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you again tomorrow, November 1st, for the next intention. Have a good Halloween.